Welcome, 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 I think. If it works, then I should be live on YouTube. Welcome to this trading live stream. My name is Christopher, and today we're going to trade together a little bit. And as far as I can see, you do not have the right screen so far. That one it is. You can see I am in a trade. Let me just check that you can see everything you need to see. We just put the browser up here. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not that professional right now. There we go. I think now you can see what you need to see. And now I have everything in place. Kinda. Okay. What are we going to do today? Or in my live streams? We are going to trade futures. As you might have guessed, I actually don't know if I can change the settings of this stream. I would like to. There we go. I'm just going to do it live, right? Live futures trading. What do we trade? Where's my favorite symbol? Here we go. Ah, dang it. Yeah, where's my favorite symbol? There we go. SCL gold. There we go. Just save it. Okay. So now I think what you can see is my chart, right? What you can see is me talking, and I think that is all you need to see for the very moment. You see my position that I'm in right now. I have a position in the S&P 500, which is like a standard opening pattern. You can see we just had this massive test to the upside. We rejected, and now we come back down. This is a zone of interest for me, where I think we will have a lot of action. As you can see, I was right with this one. And so right just after I saw we have this big breakdown, I thought we might have continuation to the low of day, and maybe even a bit further. So you see this is where my stop is down here. I think I have to move it a little bit further to the top. I don't think we will come here quickly. Let's see, what is it? This is 45, 46.50. Usually I like to have a 5-tick difference to the next zone that I have drawn. So it gotta be like 2.5 points, which is like 40. Oh, wait, no, I just made the wrong calculation. It's 49, right? So it gotta be here somewhere. It's my second trade, or my third trade of the day so far. I had 2 trades in crude oil. I'm going to show you when this trade is finished, and I think about taking it off prematurely. Still, I think it has a lot of potential as long as we do not break this zone up here. We might go short. I just don't like that we are now in the second 30-minute candle of this move, and we still haven't made like a big move. So usually when I have to wait too long for my exits to hit or to at least move in my direction, usually what I like to do is just to get out break even. But we haven't seen any sellers so far, any huge sellers at least. So maybe, or buyers, we should say, right? So there's no reason to get out of the trade prematurely from a technical standpoint. That being said, there is no sign of strong selling, so there is no need to risk more than necessary. That's the reason why I wait for this breakdown. You can see it it's kind of fighting these little wicks here, right? So there are some buyers positioning, and that doesn't look too good for my short, unfortunately, I think. And just give it a second. Usually, and that's the good thing about the S&P, usually you have more than one chance to take your position off. It's not like NASDAQ, for example. NASDAQ is like a market where if you don't get out immediately, you might not have a chance to get out again. Now, let's see what happens here. Yeah, there's buyers positioning in this move. I have to get out. I have to get out. I just want to see if I can come back, break even, just to take it off. But you can clearly see this is, it's a fight. I mean, the point is we're right at point of control, right? This is the largest volume of the day. Now let's see now, beautiful move. I'm just putting my stop now break even. Reason being is quite simple. I saw some buyers positioning and I don't wanna like risk anything. But you can see clearly now there's, yeah, I just took my position off. You can see clearly now there are buyers positioning themselves. So right now, there's just no need to be aggressive, right? Market hasn't shown it wants to go further short, although I think there's some potential. I think there's some potential. So, as we do not have anything to do right now, let's move over to crude oil. And I'm going to show you my trades there that I took this morning. My trades in crude oil have been both shorts. I'll show you this area right here. The first trade actually was a really good trade. It worked perfectly. This is another zone of interest for me. We broke below it. I just saw it like there was a lot of liquidity that was attacked by aggressive sellers. I just jumped in. We broke down. I thought we had like a lot of space to the downside. That's the reason why I just held my position. I took off. Where is it? I took off one somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. It's purple. You can't see it that well. I immediately just took off one. And let the rest of the position stop me out, break even, basically. I had my stop somewhere. I don't know. It was somewhere down here. So it was far off my stop. Basically, I think it was halfway there. So it just took me out, break even, but then again I saw another seller in this area. I took another shot and got stopped out. That's it, basically. Now I think crude oil is rather long biased. We have a lot of action to the long side, just not right now. Just let me bring my chart back to the latest position. Right now it's a bit choppy. You can see it in the volume profile, which is on the side, that we have kind of a sideways range right now. So no need to rush it, right? Let's see it on the 5-minute chart. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, actually. Just want to have a look at it. Doesn't look so bad, actually. Huh. It's kind of aggressive now. I thought, I'll show you on the chart, I thought these highs here, they might stop the market. We have this weird low volume zone. And I thought that might be a nice area to go short. Let's see. But then we make this little aggressive move to the upside. So if we just get like a huge seller here, that'd be nice. That being said, I mean, look at like the movement that we had in like the first 30 minutes of the day, 50 minutes of the day. It's like a choppy long range. So I don't want to be too quick to enter a trade here. It's unnecessary risk, maybe. Let's look at gold. Gold is just doing nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. Very tight range. Unattractive for the moment. Something needs to move. Let's go back to S&P. Which, yeah, I mean, it does what it does, right? We have those little wicks here. They get bought up again, over and over again. We need to take him out, those buys. Which I think we have a great chance to do so, right? If you saw not only this selling here, but also, let me go back. Let me just change into a 30-minute time frame, right? I think that's easier to see. And I just have like a day or so loaded of historic data, just for the sake of, I don't want to have too much data on my charts because it makes the program Sierra chart go really slow. That's the reason why you can just see half of the move, but this is a very aggressive short move. Now we have this backtest here of the highs. We get rejected again. So I'm rather short biased for the moment being, right? That being said, the setup I took, it didn't work too well. Anyways, oh, dang, just made a mistake. There we go. So, what's left to do at the moment? Nothing at the crude oil right now. Right? Oh yeah, it's a 30-minute, right? Let's go back to 5. Or maybe 1. Minute time frame. I don't know. Ah, that's S&P. Oh, dang. There we go. This is crude oil. 1 minute time frame. Nothing worth trading right now. I know I'm rather talking to a void right now, right? But if you are there, if there's someone listening, watching the stream, just let me know. I like talking about trading. I like talking about stocks, charts, whatever it is. Let's see, what do we have? S&P still, yeah, this choppy, shitty little range. Sorry for using bad words, but it's annoying, man. This is an annoying range. You cannot go long, you cannot go short. It's just doing nothing. I thought actually this week might be very volatile. Reason is that last week we just had nothing, no volatility at all. We had no one trading. So I thought there might be something in here today, but apparently I'm wrong, right? Which is like the first lesson of trading. You gotta be really good at being wrong. Really, really good at being looking at crude oil. I kind of like these rejected highs. That being said, man, it's tricky. It's tricky. I don't like it. I wish it just could go short here, but man. I thought about, by the way, going long right after the open, which was, what was it? I'm going to show you. 3 o'clock German time this year. Look at this bar. It's just going long, and I thought positioning myself long somewhere around here. I just didn't do it. The reason is we had very, very, very low volume on the day. Still have very low volume on crude oil. So it's tricky, right? If you have a low volume day, usually you cannot let your trades run or give them too much room, because if you get stopped out, you might get a lot of slippage. Gold still doing nothing. S&P doing nothing. Man, that is weird. Very low volume as well. 30 minutes into the day, we have like 120 lot traded on ES in the first 30 minutes, which is very low. Very, very low. Usually we have like, how much is it? I think 250, 250,000. That's actually quite usual range. So that speaks for a very choppy day, or a late day movement. That might also be. But this little volume, man, what are we going to do with it? Yeah, I'm kind of sorry to have those lame days. I wish we had like tons of action each and every day. I just can't provide it right now. Okay, this might be really interesting. Let's look at my good old friend S&P 500. Comes back into my zone. Tricky stuff, actually. Back to value area high, gets rejected strongly. Crazy. Do I want to go short here? Where would my stop be? Stop kind of has to be eye of day, right? That is not good, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that is not a good entry right now. I want to see a bit more confirmation. I'm waiting kind of for this little guy here to form, for this candle. See, it's a 1 minute chart so far. And as this shows a bit more weakness, maybe this here, this wick here could be my stop. I just don't know why it was so aggressive to the long side here. There's no high, no stops that got fished. Right? It's a bit tricky. That's the reason why I'm not 100% sure if I want to take it. If I do it on low risk. Let's see. I take it. I wanna try that one. Putting my stop kinda here. Let's see. It's going to develop, right? Let's see if it wants to go short. Best case scenario, what would it be? Best case scenario still would be somewhere down here, right? So risking, what is it, 150 for a max return of 150, 625. It's a good risk reward of 4 to 1. Let's see what it does. Maybe it's going to stop me out, which would kind of fit this choppy narrative. But there's no aggression right now. No aggression to the long side and no aggression to the short side. We had a bit of aggression in this candle here. We defended this level here, this low volume area. And yet we do not have a lot of aggression to the short side. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Right? Usually I don't like if a trade goes immediately against me. I'm not a very patient person in those scenarios. And yet, I mean, look, this is like a very, very small risk trade. Usually I have like $200 of risk per trade, so that's okay. It's okay. I don't even expect it to go like the full way to those 650. Look at this, we haven't gotten this one so far. For a 2-to-1, which is my preferred take profit. Gotta go here. We have the potential to go here. We have a lot of potential. But maybe it just doesn't want to go. There, took me out. Fair enough. I'm just thinking about if I want to take another trade today. Just looks like there's so little potential. So very little potential this trading day that maybe it's just not worth waiting for another setup. Right? Look at gold. This, oh man, this looks now interesting, kind of. What happens here? Look at this. I'm interested here. I'm interested here. To see what's going to happen. Looking at gold. I rather think... It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. I rather think we're going long, but there are a couple of things telling me we also have a good short bias. Tricky stuff. Very, very, very tricky stuff. Very tricky stuff. Let's just see. Let's go back to S&P. Maybe there's a re-entry. Another try. Well, I don't know. What time is it? 4. I don't know if that's a good re-entry, right? It's a bit boring. It's a bit boring, unfortunately. Maybe for a short-term entry, bigger size, smaller stop. But there's not so much going on. Not so much going on, unfortunately, in all markets. Guys, I'm just going to end my stream here. Right? It's not worth waiting for setups in this environment right now. Little volume, little action. Sometimes you just have to know when it's good to throw in the towel. And I think this is the time to do it. So if you have been live watching this stream, thank you for doing so. If you watched the replay, thank you for doing so as well. Don't forget to subscribe this channel, give it a thumbs up. Maybe we're going to see each other in other streams. I would be really happy to see you again, and let's talk about trading there. Goodbye, have a nice day, and stay your risk very small today, and let your risk be very small today, because it's a choppy, low action volume day. It's easier to fall into traps than to make a lot of money. That being said, see you guys. Have a nice day.